Blinders. Over the next few weeks, we chatted a good amount over text. I saw a stuffed elephant at the store. It sat on its butt and looked up at you with wide eyes. I sent him a photo of it. This looks exactly like you. Oh yeah, I totally recognized it as myself right away. You're joking, but I'm serious and a little shocked you don't see it. Is it the naive, lost in thought look? LOL, that is not how I would describe you. Maybe lost in thought, but definitely more caught than naive. Looking back, for how clearly I saw him, you'd think I would have picked up on the signs. But hindsight is 20/20, as they say, and I was wearing blinders that originated in my pussy. Or my soul or something. That week, we kept trying to make plans, but kept missing each other. When we finally did get together, it was just us. No Abel, no Max, no Winona even. It made me a little bummed because I didn't want to fall into the dangerous territory of girl rather than my friend Billy. Whenever I sleep with someone, priority number one is that they treat me like a friend, not just a girl they're sleeping with. And with the boy, I knew what being his friend felt like because of our last few months or so. But since the magnet had been unlocked, we couldn't keep our hands off each other, so I wrote our seclusion off to that. That Sunday, Shirley was having another picnic. The boy asked if I was going, said she was going to invite me. She didn't, but he did, so I went. On my way there, I asked if he needed a ride. He said sure. I was less than 10 from his, driving down the boulevard in Sunday traffic when I got lightly rear-ended. The driver was pointing out the pizza place we went to the week before with Max, etc. to her friend. She gave me her info, and the damage didn't look too bad, but it wasn't ideal. I'm a pretty firm believer in signs from the universe, but this couldn't possibly be that. It was a gloomy winter day, and the picnic park was much more empty than the last time we'd seen it. Shirley was on a blanket with just 2 friends this time, and as we walked up together, she didn't look too excited to see me. I don't know what it was about this girl, but she was not a fan. We joined the small gathering and played Go Fish. It was fun. Shirley had a friend with red hair. They were lovely and refreshing and smart. It was the first time we were around other people since we'd kissed. The boy was less affectionate than when we were alone, which I appreciated, especially since I could feel the magnet through the touch of his toe, or even just the space yearning between us. Should we go to dinner? Sure. Like maybe somewhere nice? Yeah. We said our goodbyes and drove down the boulevard to this adorable French restaurant that felt like you walked through a portal into a timeless European cafe. We were seated at a quiet table on its own in the back. It was our first date. The low flickering light gave the room an ambiance of undeniable romance. I drank a glass of champagne. He had red wine and a steak. I had fish with potatoes. He ate off my plate. He had an audition the next day for a young man from 19th century North Carolina. If you get it, would you stay in The Voice the whole time? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just why not, right? Yeah, and just the things I'd miss out on otherwise. The things I could potentially find. We talked about sex scenes and the problematic view that we share that it's sort of just like a free ride to make out with someone with no expectations. No potential for intentions to get misconstrued. You just get to be as hot and heavy as possible and then walk away as friends. So much fun. Again, no commitment issues here. We talked about our little bubble of friends, and I gave my best celestial reading of what drives each of us to move through the world the way that we do. Abel's just a comet, like a shooting ball of energy that nothing can get in its way. He laughed to himself, like it was something he had always known, but never thought of that way. What about me? You? Yeah. I looked deeply into his eyes. You're running from mediocrity, from suburbia. Any sense of consistency or normalcy feels suffocating, so you chase after the chaos to feel sane. He went inward. It's pretty good. I ran away when I was little. We shared a nice, full silence. What about you? Me? Yeah. I don't know. I can't do it to me. Yes, you can. Come on. My face got hot. I shook my head. It felt daunting. I suppose I'm sort of the same. And I think it just feels so much I need something to pour it into. To at least be of service with it or something. Otherwise it's like Why am I this way? I looked off and laughed, embarrassed, so I didn't see him stand and lean across the table until he met me with another locked-in kiss. It lasted until the waiter came. We commented to each other on how much we liked him. He had a gray beard and a jaunt in his step and his tone. We paid. Shall we? We walked out of the time capsule and back onto the boulevard, holding hands. He leaned over to kiss me and I playfully turned away. Then he threw me up against the gate of a closed retail shop and made out with me. It was violent, but also gentle. Sexy. We still hadn't had sex in the heteronormative way. He pushed his body against me so I could feel how hard he was. Then he whispered, a centimeter away from my face, "That's all you." Then took my hand and walked me back to the car. Despite the thick intoxication pulsing through my veins, I couldn't help but notice the series of events. I turned my head away and that was his reaction? Was that a red flag? I smirked to myself. No, it's just play. We drove back to his place and stopped on his tree-lined hill. He looked at me. "I want you to come inside, but I really need to work on this for tomorrow." "Go do your work, we'll hang soon." Tonight was really nice. He said I like it surprised him, to be as nice as it was. Yeah, it was. I liked our dinner. What did we talk about? I don't know. Work and stuff? I said it with a smile from inside. Yeah, it was nice. He kissed me and then hugged me for a long time. Then he went to get out of the car but stopped. Wait. He kissed me again, then got out and went on his way.